welcome back to another Hearthstone video. Today we are looking at the new kit on the block, one of the more popular decks in the hyper modern post second patch of the expansion nerf, and it's actually an old face that we're seeing surfacing once again, the Murloc Paladin. This time enabled by such cards as the Angling Rod, which is a really important one, and probably the absolute sleeper of the entire set. Imprisoned Sungill, the very first card in this, the best one drop in the game right now, arguably incredibly strong. McGurgle, the legendary, I should say, also of course fits it extremely well. And when you get the prime, you get a late game push kind of baked into it. Those are also kind of the best keeps that you can have in the deck, but we're going to show this off. We tagged in the consecrations because Demon Hunter is still running rampant, especially at the high ranks. So that's the one we're going with over Blessing of Kings or Scale Lord. So let's go on the ladder and let's see what we can do. All right, let's see. We got Navigator in the starting hand. That's not good, but we have a Sungill, and Sungill is DT. I think it's the highest win rate card when kept on the mulligan, or when gotten on the mulligan. So generally, you're looking for that.
We have a pretty good card.
We do, yeah. You look for that, you look for Tidecaller, and you look for Murgurgler.
Dude, if we play Tidehunter on 2, and he's gonna do like what, ping the Tidehunter, then we'll have 4 Murlocs to either Seer or War Leader. Dealer's choice.
In consecutive turns.
Yes.
Big damage.
I mean, that is big time plays.
That is pleasant if it happens, yep. That's how you take a game. Let's do it. Let's do exactly that.
I think this is like, if we don't just run into like some sort of silly Mage AoE in like 2 seconds, this might be a really good demonstration of what this deck does.
So he has coin, obviously, so I think we Seer, just to be safe. We Seer, we can then take a trade.
The counter argument would be, but I think we're gonna do that, because the other ones can't attack anyways.
Also should get buffed.
Exactly, the War Leader should also get the health optimally, but on the other hand, we have a huge board that can actually attack next turn.
Much harder for him to remove. If the War Leader comes down next turn, we're already eating half his health in one turn.
I mean, yeah, he's gonna kill a thing, which is like boo, fucking who.
That's not much.
But
it's a
yeah.
Start. That's why this is the strength of Sungill, by the way. This is why it wins games when you play them once so much. Because you can't really remove it until
Savage Roar!
Let's get it.
And that is 12
all
plus
gas.
6 is 18.
No
So
or do we want to kick the Engineer, or is it all gas?
That's the question, right? Do we kill the Engineer?
Let's see. He has coin, so worst case play that we could get. What would it even be?
And do we put the Toxin on something? I suppose we put the Toxin on something. But
Put on the War Leader. Okay, or that.
I was thinking like if he kills a thing, then we don't lose as much if we put it on that, because it's likely gonna kill it with a spell.
Let's kill the Engineer, because the window or the amount of cases where he actually reduces damage enough to not die without wiping the full board is very, very rare.
Yeah, I was also thinking there's probably not a lot of outs for him either way, so we might as well play it a little safer. It looks like he was killing the Toxin there. Oh, Rolling Fireball. Fair enough.
Makes sense.
See, we did not lose our poison! So that is 4, 6...
Actually, let's draw
that
a card
is
first,
9,
we could pick up
that is 11. So we're drawing a card. I suppose I'm just
one, two,
somewhere.
No War Leaders. Let's go.
And Angling Rod.
Yeah.
And then we're almost winning already. We were very close. Very close, I said.
Very close.
So yeah, unless our opponent can heal, put up an Ice Block, or
Ice Block is impossible.
Ice Barrier. I meant Ice Barrier. Or heal, we just win, because he can clear the board.
The goose, man, aspect of magic, not gonna happen. That is nothing.
Yeah. Nice.
So, good job. Good job.
And this is what this deck does best. Overwhelm.
Who would win? 4 disabled frogs or the aspect of magic?
I mean, technically, the aspect of magic got the kill.
Alright. Was it Illidan? This, by the way, is not a good matchup for this deck. The one class that the Murloc Paladin unequivocally loses to, and we keep the weapon. Weapon is great. And the Toxin.
Do we keep the Toxin? Do you have a guaranteed 1-drop? I think so, right? Yeah.
Weapon is also a top 5 keep. I didn't mention it. The one class that this...
Is it worth coining Murgurger?
No. I think just...
I thought so, but the...
No reason to keep the curve like that.
Well, yeah, the counter argument would of course be get him killed as fast as possible to potentially get the Prime. The other argument is just that, of course, he can't kill the Toxin as easily, so there's points for both sides, arguably.
There might be a point to point the weapon, though. And it's good. And by the way, it's a good thing to have Consec. That's a key card in this whole operation. A Hand of Adal is great, of course. We play that.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I suppose we trade.
Yes. Yeah, we do.
Because his card is more aggressive than ours.
Double Consec seems clunky, but could be the best thing that happens to us. Because it's very, very hard to outspeed this Tempo Demon Hunter, obviously. But he's got, if you notice, that Demon Hunter has a lot of 2 health cards, or minions. And we can make use of that pretty well.
That is also why there's certain health steps that are more important than others, right?
Yeah.
If you increase a minion's health from 3 to 4 in a buff, or nerf it from 4 to 3, it's not a big difference. But the 2 to 3 step, because so many Portaliers deal 2.
Spray the weapon. I wouldn't be surprised, by the way, if he watched for
Trade
Overseer. Yeah. If you watch it for Satyr Overseer, so that would run into Consec pretty well if he decides to do it.
Yeah. Optimally, we'd get at least one slightly wider board than just Satyr Overseer, but it's still a big tempo swing to just get it now.
Let's hit him in the face first with the weapon and see what we pick up.
Were you thinking Bluegill to kill this Overseer? Because that's not it.
No, let's just Consec here, but we're gonna coin Sungill.
That's exactly what I was thinking too.
That's the big play, right there.
Because the thing about coining the Sungill is just it takes a while to get active, so getting it out a turn earlier is very good. We have a wide board buff. Actually, we have 2 board buffs.
So getting card. If he's smart, and I presume he is, the Watcher card is likely Witches of Fury.
I mean, that is assuming that it was one of the 3 options, of course.
Yeah. That's arguably one of the strongest cards in this matchup. He can't play it. Oh, he can play it next turn, right? Yeah, it's 6. So, see. I would have said I'd Titanhunter and Titanhunter Seer. Though we get the proc next turn. So let's see.
Yeah, I was thinking we could just get away with maybe just playing Murgur, Tidehunter,
Actually, the Reborns are good. The Reborns are good against Priestess. So let's play Murgur, Gurgle, and the Reborns.
Both Reborns?
I'd say so.
I was thinking just playing the Tidehunter would give us a wider board for our Navigator next turn, but
the Tidehunter works into Priestess hard, and the Reborns live, and we get the proc, and we get 3 Murlocs anyway, so full board doesn't matter if he doesn't remove it, because we get 3 more minions, and then we can still Seer.
Yeah.
Or Navigator, see what happens, but Seer is safe.
That's true. I suppose we can still Navigator the turn after after Seer, so that would also work.
He's going hard face. I see. I think this could be Navigator time. Now, there's never a way to really play around Ultras. We could... is Seer the play? I don't think so. I think Navigator is okay.
I mean, it also gives health, and if we're worried about Priestess, then that also still absorbs a lot of that.
Now we're no longer worried about Priestess, because he would have played it. If he had it.
Yeah, but my point is that...
There it is.
Well, it's a 7-drop, so there's that.
And he just top decked it, right? But it's not as strong here. because
see, that's what I was saying, right? It's like it doesn't really do much. So let's do some quick math here. That is 7, 9, 12. Plus 5, yeah, is 16. Plus contact is 18. So do we kill the priestess? I suppose we kind of have to, right?
With the 2 leftmost minions. And then we can still see her.
That's one hell of a sticky board.
He needs to pull a big Ultras now. If he wants to win. If not, then we've got him. We've got him cornered, boys.
Like, he has to pull a big Ultras if he has to. If not, then he could just, like, give up or something. I don't know. Like, if he doesn't want to win. I mean, there is the Ultras, but it doesn't look like it'll be rather big.
Twin Slash now and then find an easy card draw, we are done. Like, if he puts Twin Slash on top,
That was only, I was about to say, that was only the actual Twin Slice. The second slice is the only proc, and there's a hero power. It doesn't look like he's going there.
No. Okay, strike. Lucky. That was good. If we found Watch Out of Chaos Strike, that would have been great. You want to do another one?
And that, yes, but first I want to quickly mention that, of course, is the perfect example for why we play cards like Consecration, because Demon Hunter.
That was the perfect show. Like, whenever you play like Priest and with the same list, it's like, why do you not put Blessing of Kings, you idiot? But then you play Demon Hunter and get run over by the Satyrs, and it's like, yeah, that's why though. Because I play Consec. Because I'm not the fastest deck in the meta, so I can't. Let's do another one.
Huh. We are facing a rogue.
Okay. Full overview. We kick the weapon, but keep the rest. Because those are very good. Hogshead is a very interesting one, actually. It's a very versatile card. I like it in this. You don't have to play it, but I do like it.
I mean, also considering the comparatively low amount of Murlocs available to you right now, it makes sense to play the kind of pseudo Murloc card as well.
Yep. Priorities against Rogue is, if it's secrets, obviously kill the Jeweler and try to avoid value, and other than that, kill lackeys at all time.
It is secrets. I can tell you that much.
Surprise. Let's go Hogshead here. It's good. Next turn we get Proc. Hopefully we draw Spirit or War Leader.
Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty good. Of course, the 3 drops in general are pretty good.
I was just thinking, does Fishflinger imply that Murlocs are fish?
I don't know.
Big draw.
I was about to say we're gonna play that.
Yeah.
And now we just need a War Leader to finish off like the first game.
I think Murlocs might be
also, is it just me, or do the tokens kind of look like puppets a little bit?
Whenever does a Murloc not look like a puppet?
No, but doesn't it look like a sock puppet or something?
Yeah, it does. With the hair on top of it, certainly does. Alright, let's see.
I suppose if we don't... I was about to say, if we don't draw the War Leader, I guess we'll just play...
Another Seer? Good idea, JJ.
Sure, let's play another Seer.
Easy. Kill the lackey, and go finish. Get in the habit of killing lackeys against Rogue, even if it's not talk waggle time, just to have the habit. Pro tip.
Yeah. That is definitely kind of an important thing. It's not always integral to the outcome of the match, but sometimes it is, so, you know, might as well do it.
You wouldn't believe how many rogues these days keep talk waggle on the mulligan because they know that people just won't pay attention. They just leave the lackeys alive through the entire mid game because, oh, it's a 1-1.
Yeah. Also, what I was gonna say is the other thing is they can shadow step them. And then, of course, he does it before I can get around to saying it, but that gives them even more value, of course.
Let's see here.
I suppose it's hand, right?
Because
we could draw a War Leader, first of all.
Let's put the hand on a 1-5.
That's what I thought as well. That is a Tide Caller. We could play Tide Hunter, Tide Caller. Not in that order. Tide Caller, Tide Hunter. and then trade this.
See what destroys us the least. I would have actually suggested Fishlinger and keep some of the real value, because right now we're not necessarily losing tempo anyway. We do the trade for sure, but let's just play Fishlinger. Keep the real.
Alright.
Not the tide call, whatever. I'm just Fishlinger, but it's alright.
Oh, you meant just Fishlinger?
Yeah. Because we want reload value, right? Like, we need to just prepare a second wave. If he doesn't deal with this, we win regardless of the tide caller. But now if he wipes the board, we have like less burst.
That's true. I always like tide caller because it grows, right? So the earlier you play, the more effective it becomes. There is a fishing rod.
Great. Let's do that. Yes.
And
yeah.
Ooh,
that's nice. It's a Murloc, my dude. Let's do that.
Do we just want to rush that in right now?
Yeah, absolutely. And do nothing, I think. Shit.
Well, we hit the face.
Yeah, of course.
We can keep the Toxin, it's fine.
Always keep Toxin. No talks. No talk wiggles anywhere to be seen. No Honors. Clearly handcuffed. 27 cards in hand.
Oh.
Handcuffed. Okay, that's actually pretty
interesting.
Yeah. It's time to pull out the Toxin. I suspect. Let's hit face with the weapon first.
That's what I was about to say. Let's just see what we get first, but...
We'll hold on to him. You get him a surprise.
I was about to say...
You really get him
wait.
a lot.
No, actually, that was correct. I'm so used to not targeting things before they attack, because, like, oh no, we don't want to evolve that yet. That's, like, not what we're doing.
Do you play Evolve? You, like, main Evolve at the moment, or
what? No, it's just a lot of Witchy lackeys, because I play a lot of decks with lackeys.
Okay, let's go.
I guess we
Tide Hunter. And I'm not suspecting weapon removal, so let's just make the choice open. He's not gonna play.
The nice thing about Finley is, of course, that once we run out of the duplicate cards, which hopefully we win before then,
you pick up
could potentially give us, I was about to say Odd Hunter, Hero Power, and just push 3 every turn, or even Demon Hunter.
Either weapon Hunter is probably best in late game. You just delete him.
Yeah, Hunter is the best, and then it's like Demon Hunter and Mage, and maybe Druid, and you know. Hey, it has good it has good stats for its cost.
It does. It's not a lot.
You can't really argue.
Alright, it's Mermy. Draw.
I was about to say, we play Mermy just for the draw, if nothing else, huh?
That's a very good draw.
There's our path to victory.
Hit face and hero power, yeah. Our path to victory is very clear.
Just hit him with a true silver 3 times.
You kill them until they are dead, and then you win.
I mean, yeah.
That's how the pros do it.
I mean, to be fair, I would argue that like 99% of all Hearthstone games have been won by dealing damage to the opponent. Well, no, that's not true. Concedes are very common.
Yeah, but I mean,
of the non-concede victories, like almost all of them have been by dealing damage.
You know what? Don't underestimate.
There's like the occasional Mechathune.
Don't underestimate the disconnects.
Oh.
Can't count from. All right. This is like a classic overwhelm because too much taunt. Not much we can do. Let's play. Let's hit the guy. Play another weapon.
And I suppose we pass until we can get a Murloc to Toxin, or like. To be fair, right?
Not really much.
If we draw War Leader, Consec, and Felfin in like somehow the next 3 turns, and can get like the Hunter Hero Power, we can Consec once. We still have potential ways to win this. We just have to.
That's the only thing. It's a very
be incredibly lucky.
Very slim chance.
It involves a lot of luck. Yeah.
Luck retired last year.
Boy. I mean, he's gonna win because of that Khadgar, you know. That's gonna make it.
You know, the Khadgar could be nuts with Togwaggle. Xerox Crown.
Oh, Xerox Crown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden hit there with the a million Colossus of the Moons.
I was about to say Ragnaros, but then I realized, of course, it's only standard cards.
Okay.
And Ragnaros is not a standard card anymore.
Yeah, you're late.
I mean, that is one of the dupes, but
Mr. War Leader, you are
is...
too late. Contact was the only thing.
Yeah, I think we're gonna concede this one.
We can't live. Because we even have to hit the taunt and we take more damage, so that was just classic card value because he had too much taunt. So
I think this is a perfect demonstration of like the way you lose with this deck, right? It's like either you get really overrun by Demon Hunter, or this happens where it's like you just don't draw your key cards, and then at some point just run out of steam.
We definitely had the window where the damage needed to happen, and then War Leader was just missing. That's basically what happened there.
We had multiple turns, I think, where War Leader would have just been winning, and also Felfin at the same time would have also been very close too.
Very strong, yeah. Or even Horde Pillager earlier for the Angling Rod, but it's I think that we've only one copy of that because 2 is probably too much for the understatedness because there'll be that card sometimes. But this is how you lose against mid-range and control by like missing the damage window. But that's always how Murlocs have been though, and it's a bit of an adjustment without Gentle Megasaur. But so far they found a way usually, and it's doing pretty well. So if you want to try it out, let us know your experiences with it. Check out 8-bit replay because there's a couple of different ways to construct it. Most of them rely on the same shell, which is always the same for Murlocs basically. But like I said, you have 2 or 3 tech card spots where we filled it with Consec and we demonstrated why. But Blessing of Kings, for example, would have been the better tech in this one, obviously. But you can't just change it every time because you don't know what you're facing on ladder, unfortunately. But that's how that goes. So thank you for watching the video. Drop a like on it if you enjoyed, and subscribe to TrashcanTV if you want to hang out with us directly in our community. Link in the description to our own Discord server. It's free. It's open for everyone. And you are cordially invited to do that. You can invite yourself by clicking on the link.
That's it.